the mood stabilizer Lamictal. And his last inpatient occurrence as a result of his bipolar was in spring 2010, and it lasted 6 weeks. And his main medium is sculpting, painting, and ink drawings. His main source of inspiration is stemming from his emotional experiences and expressions of feelings as a result of his bipolar disorder. The process in him is broken down into the same 4 steps. Preparation stage, he noted the gathering supplies and having money to afford it, and preparing a theme for his work. The incubation stage, distractions of daily life often distract him from the process and slow down my art, which I thought this was really interesting also just because what I was mentioning about depression possibly being really beneficial to the incubation stage, because the distractions of daily life don't keep them from that. The illumination stage, the flight of ideas during mania, he said that he gets a lot of his inspiration during those times. The verification stage, when in college and not treated and manic, he would experience not feeling need to rest before finishing a work of art. Participant C is a 21-year-old male artist living in Oregon. He's never been diagnosed with bipolar disorder and is currently seeking no psychological care. Full-time student, and he received some formal art education at the age of 15. And most of his inspiration stems from Impressionism and Surrealist art movements. So the stages identified in participant C: preparation, makes thumbnail sketches and chooses a theme color. Incubation, connecting experiences in life to knowledge of Surrealism and Impressionism. Illumination, does not know experiencing the eureka moment, as art usually stems from well-planned proposals. And the verification stage, has not experienced the need to complete a work of art before stopping it, and then did mention on when he's in the process, really into the cycle of his art, will create 2 to 3 works of art per month. Participant D is a 31-year-old male artist living in Oregon. He's never been diagnosed with bipolar and is not seeking psychological care. He's a professional illustrator, so and his hobbies include craft, film, and athletics. His main medium is graphite pencil, and his inspiration is pretty cool. Actually, it stems from science fiction novels and the depiction of magic and supernatural things in his art, so he has some pretty cool subject matter. The stages identified in him, similar to case C, thumbnail sketching and mapping out a final composition, and he rarely changes the path of his art, and did note that if he's more likely to completely start over and reformulate a new idea than to stop a work and pick it up again. Incubation, inspired by fantasy novels, films, and his experiences in nature. And a quote from him: art is opportunity for people to transport themselves into surreal worlds that transcend space and time. The illumination stage, he experiences eureka moments very often, but does not feel a sense of urgency to bring those ideas into fruition. And the verification stage creates 3 to 4 works of art per month. So to lay out some similarities and differences between the processes and the 4 participants, the illumination stage in participants A and B both experienced the flight of ideas paired with the desire to continue working until they completed their work of art due to mania. C and D that's a typo, I'm sorry. The C and D did experience Participants C and D did not experience eureka moments that led to the desire to create until completion. Participants A and B both noted the benefit to having supplies prepared in advance to go to